Top of the evening to you. I want to welcome you to the Crunkest Show in internet history, man. I want to welcome you to the war zone. I am the 5-star general, and my name's Gary Monroe. For those that are new to my program, Gary Monroe. Hold on. And I want to welcome you in, and I want to tell you that you are the best audience in the world. I appreciate you taking the time out to tune in and talk to me, and me talk to you, because without you guys, I would not have a show. Tonight, I want to come and talk to you about something. What was it? I'm going to say, hold on, because I'm starting to get a little fuzzy. Hold on a second. Let me go up in here and see if I can fix this. Where is it? I don't want that. Camera. General. Okay. Virtual background. All right, y'all bear with me for a second. Let me see if I can clear this fuzz up. Okay, there we go. I want to come to you tonight. I started talking about this earlier today on the Hood CNN. You guys, hold on a second. My phone is blowing. Hold on. I started talking about this earlier today. And I woke up to some texts, some inboxes. And hold on, because I look a little funny. Hold on a second. Let me close some of this down. Okay. There we go. What the hell? Hold on. Let me see if I can get this stuff straight. Because I wanna be able. Okay. I started talking about this earlier today. And in case you guys don't know, there is a young lady out there by the name of Kokea Jackson. And after Malia Davis passed away, there were some things that were done that were not, that should not have been done. Kokia owned up to that. I'm the guy that exposed it. And that was in 2019. So she was accused of scamming. And of course, we know the story. But the one thing that I believe in is redemption. I believe in redemption. Whatever she did it. It's water under the bridge, and she moved on, and I hadn't heard anything else, and I didn't bother with it. So this morning, I started getting inboxes from people telling me that Kokia was back to scamming. And I'm like, okay, I'm not going to entertain these inboxes. I don't even want to deal with them. And it just so happens, I was prepping to start my day, and her husband, Cornbread. Me and Cornbread real cool. Good dude. We ain't never had no issues with each other at all. No matter what I exposed, me and Cornbread never fell out about it. We always been cool. 5th Ward, 3rd Ward. Just some good dudes that had some issues, and we solved it like men. So Cornbread calls me, and we're talking about the Kokia thing, about the possible new allegations of scamming. And these allegations were brought up by Gerald Evans. And Gerald Evans, if you don't know, is a former radio host of mine. Well, actually, I was on his show. It was his show at Street 100 The Heat, internet radio, one of the best internet radio stations in the country. And we fell out. We fell all the way out. And this was in part due to some other things that involved the good doctor, Candace Matthews. Well, anyway, this has nothing to do with Candace tonight at all. So me and Cornbread talking. Kokia's there. He puts on a speakerphone. And according to Gerald Evans, there was a deal that was made where she was supposed to do some blankets, a blanket for a gravesite. Um, and she didn't deliver, supposedly. So at that moment, when she called me, she said, Gary, I've not done anything wrong. Um, I can prove this, that, I was trying to reach out to this man during Father's Day weekend. He wasn't answering the phone. She sent me screenshots of her call log. It verified that she was reaching out to him. And from what I gather, because he's not my friend, from what I gather and the information that I received, that Mr. Evans went on a major league rant on social media. Now, this is the same guy that put out stuff on me saying I didn't have any respect for women and I disrespected black women and all this here. And according to the rants that he put out on social media, he called Kokia everything under the sun. Same guy that said I did that. And trust me, I'll call a spade in a heartbeat. And I'll stand on 10 toes when I do it. But this guy was so pro-black woman. And you call this girl all kind of bitches, everything, because she didn't deliver when you wanted her to deliver. The whole weekend, according to Kokia, and according to what I saw, the information I saw, he never picked up his phone when she was trying to reach him to deliver the blanket. Now, I want you to understand, this is all over $160 blanket. She has the blanket. She asked me, what should I do? I've been trying to call him to give him his money back. I say, well, honestly, I don't think you should. You did the blanket. You just need his address and send it certified mail or, send it FedEx, and you've completed your assignment. Well, why is this such a big deal tonight? Well, for one, it was the way that he drug her. The way that he drug her. And normally he goes off half-cocked. And I'm saying it. Goes off half-cocked and get to talking a bunch of foolishness and then threatening the girl and, you one blanket away from, all this stuff, this tough guy act. So why am I sticking my nose in it? Because I'm consistent. And I don't like when people just think that they can flex on people for no reason. You flexing on Cornbread for what reason? Cornbread didn't do no deal with you. He didn't do a deal with Gerald Evans, Critical. You disrespecting this man, attacking his business. But he went a step further. He went a step further. And that's where you stepped out of line according to the laws, the old laws of the streets. He made a comment in a video. This is a live video of Kokia telling him that somebody murdered somebody else. Hold on a second, man. Let's go on and tell the real. The man said that Kokia told him that Jay Prince's nephew said somebody murdered somebody. Hold on a second, Playboy. Is you the police? Where y'all find this dude at, man? I told y'all that boy was unstable when he was putting out that silliness on me. He likes to dox people, if you don't know what that means. He likes to get on social media and put out information, and he's totally, totally unfounded. Why would you take a man of that stature and put his name into some foolishness and then start talking about a murder? Where y'all find this Negro at, man? You have violated every law on the street that I can think of. Now, see, I'm going to tell y'all something, man. Where he come from, he say from Greenspoint. Y'all boys must be soft over there, huh? Because that ain't the way that supposed to go down there, bro. That's straight up snitching. Whether it's true or not, and I'll speak on the aspects of it not being true, you don't speak on people and put their name out there like that, bro. You don't do that. You don't do that. Now, I know he may get mad at me for saying what I'm saying, and you'll probably put up your little cartoon character with the colostomy bag on it again and talk about my shit bag. I get it. Yeah, and I wear one. Who cares? I'm not dead. But the difference between a Critical and a Monroe with a platform is I'm going to make sure when I put out something is straight. I'm going to make sure it's accurate. What you tried to do to that girl was totally wrong. See, what you don't realize is because of her history, if something was to happen to her right now, you'd be the prime suspect, clown. You'd be the prime suspect. So I already know that your game finna get blessed. Sometimes you need to keep folk name out your mouth. And I ain't talking about him, I'm talking about anybody. Sometimes you need to keep your mouth shut, especially when it comes down to how business is handled in the streets. I verified the information that she sent me. She hasn't scammed anybody. If you want to buy something from me and you send me your money, I'm going to call you. And then when you decide you want to show up, okay, if I'm available, I'm going to mess with you. But if you didn't show up at the time, I'm going to get to you when I can. She either wanted to give him his blanket or she wanted to give him his money. Cornbread even gave him X amount of dollars. You know, it wasn't Cornbread's problem. And I mean, a lot of people just throw bread in the middle of things that he ain't got nothing to do with. I mean, the dude, you know, over there, Fifth Ward, give him a lot of credit, man. Work with the kids in the community. Does a lot of good work over there at that Prince Gym. No questions about it. I know his cat really do that. And I'm not saying that because of the J Prince factor. I'm saying it because I know he does the work. But nobody deserves to be drugged the way that you drugged that girl for the last 3 or 4 days. And tonight you're supposed to go on your show on Street 100 The Heat, and you're supposed to expose. I thought you ran a radio program. I thought you ran you played music, you interviewed guests, but now you use it as your bully pulpit. You use it as a means to slander people's names. Slander mine. You already broke. Before you get out here and get to messing with Kokia for no reason, why don't you get your lights turned back on, partner? Think I don't know? What type of man is you, man? All you are is a po hustling, big mouth, nothing. Now, you know, I'm stepping off into this lane because some days I like smoke. You talk that tough boy talk to somebody else. You can meet me in traffic. You don't scare me. You don't do anything to me. So for all of y'all out there that's trying to figure out, is Kokia scamming? Did she scam him? No, she did not. And one person called me. They say, they didn't never call me before. They just called me. They say, I know that you're going to get to the bottom of it, Mr. Monroe. You're right. I'm going to get to the bottom of it. I'm going to get to the bottom of it. Because I exposed her the first time. And the one thing I'm going to always do is reach out to the person that's been accused and give them an opportunity to clear the air. And when you can clear the air by presenting your evidence, to validate the fact that you did nothing wrong, then that's all I expect from you. But hypocritical, on the other hand, likes to run around and run his mouth and say, man, you speaking on murders in the streets. You the police. And real dudes, real street cats, y'all that got street cred, y'all ain't got no problem with that. You ain't got no problem on that. Man on live video snitching. But you say you live by a certain creed in the streets. Well, I know a whole bunch of y'all punks anyway. You ain't gonna do nothing. You ain't gonna kill nothing. They ain't gonna let nothing die. You ain't gonna do nothing. But if you're gonna get on these platforms and really the dude ain't got no platform, I'm gonna tell you that straight up. I know what you be doing. That's why I don't entertain. See, when I fire up a video, y'all, it automatically goes out to 40,000 people. When he fires up a video, it go out to about 37, 38 people. Not 37, 38,000. I go out to about 40,000. So what you do is you try to create controversy and use other people's platforms as a means. To make yourself look good. And I know how you operate. A lot of days you be on crash dummy missions. And some people be sending you on crash dummy missions. But I'm here any day of the week. I'm here any day of the week. And it is what it is. So how do first let me address this. I want you to tell me this here. You put out information on a friend of mine that was inaccurate. You went after a HISD principal because she worked with that principal. You went after a black queen. You attacked the Hispanic female principal at Farmville. You are the worst about attacking professional women. Fuck you and the principal at Farmville. She's a racist. I said it. And tell Madam Principal, thank you for coming into a court of law and lying and getting caught. When I sued them, that's the reason we won. Anything else you want to say? Anybody I go after, you best believe I'm justified in the way that I'm going to do it. See, what you like to do is come on these programs and you want to throw out random comments. But by the time I put it out, partner, you can best believe I know what color panties they win. Because I got a team of investigators. It is what it is. Is that what you think? I tell you exactly where we are in the court case since you want to know. This is what they did. We win a judgment of $300,000. They decide, the attorneys, without speaking to the board, without even going into the boardroom to vote on it. Let's see if you understand law. And decide that they're going to appeal the $300,000. Well, you can't appeal it unless the board approves through a vote in a public meeting that you could do that. So guess what's going to happen? Because my attorney is continuously working on this case, that 300 is going to go up to about 500. It's going to go up that high. So if you're worried about me having money, what? Say, man, you done disrespected a player, man. Man, you done disrespected a player, man. Hold on a second, bro. Hold on a second, man. Do I got money? Do your mama got money? Man, hold on a second, man. Do I got money? Hold on a second, partner. I take bubble baths at 1 p.m. whenever I feel like it. I don't catch feelings. I catch flights. My question deals, if you really want to do this, do I got money? Hold on a second, Playboy. Let me go to my account that got my lunch money. Oh, I'm on my phone and I'm going to the account that got the lunch money in it. Let's see. Let's see. Can I go to the account that got the lunch money in it? Now, I want you to understand that I have at one bank 5 accounts. So I'm only show you one. Hold on. Let me go back. I'm going to only show you one. Do I got money? That's lunch money, motherfucker. That's lunch money. So what you need to do with your good 9 to 5 ass is continue to go clock in, keep sucking ass, and working for them people. I work for me, Chris Campbell, or fake profile. Say, man, I got lunch money in one account. Lunch money, motherfucker. I never break a sweat on money. See, when you ain't never had money, that's when you do something like that. So I showed you mine. Show us yours. I don't want to see the negative sign or your money in parentheses because that means your account is overdrawn. You call it what you want. You call it what you want. You trying to get me to show you again, bitch? Huh? You trying to get me to show you again? That's vacation. Say, bro. How do you know it's mine? Let's do it a different way then, Playboy. So what I'm going to do, because I like doing this for you suckers. 1, you ain't got no money. 2, if you had money, you'd have a nice bitch, but you don't have that either. So this is called an online account. You see that? So what I'm going to do, I'm going to just turn the phone around slow. And now I'm going to click log in. Let's make sure. 05. Hold on a second. Let me use my face. Okay, so let me do this again because I don't want to do it the wrong way. Okay, so this is the online account, clown. You see that? So I'm gonna turn the phone around slow. I'm gonna turn it around slow, and I'm gonna use my face recognition. And now I'm going to open the accounts, and I'm gonna go back. And I am going to do like this. So when you can get you some lunch money, let me know. Ask your mama if she got money. Say, man, you talking to a man, honestly, dog, that got married on a beach in Hawaii. You've talked to a man that went everywhere he ever wanted to go. And I know that bothers you. That bothers you. Sue me for spared information. What you waiting on? You know what? I'm not going to entertain you. My attorney will be waiting. You going to sue me for having spared information? What you waiting on? I tell you what we can do, that if you waste my time in a court of law, I will bankrupt your ass. See, because if I can beat a school district, why in the fuck I can't beat a school district sucker? You mad? You got to punch in the morning on the holiday? I don't even do holidays. And I know that bothers y'all, that I am an intelligent black man that's not struggling. Does that bother you? Because you brought up something earlier about a Hispanic. Does that bother you that all black people ain't broke? Does it bother you that while you sweating, I ain't lost shit. While you sweating on your 9 to 5 on a daily, I'm probably eating lunch somewhere. Does that bother you? I lost my family, sure did. But know one thing. Some days God just takes you out of what you need to be taken away from. And guess what? When are you going to sue me? Tell the people. You got their attention? Look like I'm sweating, huh? Let me see, because I'm nervous now. I'm sweating now. You mad because your principal got removed? Oh, your Latino principal. That's what you're mad about. But remember, the whole conversation tonight was putting out the right information. Since you brought up the principal at Fonville, can somebody explain to the people how a principal removes 26 African Americans from the campus in less than a year? Say, bruh, the board are waiting on you. You snuck out of where you come from. Go back. But don't come here with it. What's wrong? Now you started talking about money. The cat got your tongue. The cat got your tongue. Come on, bro. When you can eat ribeyes like this thick, and don't give a damn about the cost. When you got 2 cars in the driveway and you never sweat about paying the car notes. See, I don't need a stipend. I don't need to get an extra $1,000 from the school district. See, that's what you need to do. Back to what I was saying. Hey, but a few minutes ago, you said I ain't had no money. Now you saying I got 20,000? Now you saying I got 20,000? What is it, nigga? No, your mama mad. Your mama's mad. So I'm waiting for you guys to sue me. When you gonna do it? Your school district ain't got enough nuts to play with me no more. So when you gonna do it? When you gonna do it? I got whatever information I got. I got whatever information I got. And since you like the cape for Latinos that might be dirty, I want you to have that same energy because I'm working on something and that's why I've been quiet. And it involves Latinos. But when I bust that shit wide open, it's going to shock every last one of y'all. Keep running your mouth. Keep running your mouth. But back to what I was saying before we got rudely interrupted by this broke son of a bitch that's upset that 5-star can live like he lives. Before you start talking to grown men, go figure out what your FICO score is. Go figure out how much they take out your check. I don't do that shit. I ain't doing it no more. And I ain't did it for years. So my thing is this here. Hypocritical had no business worrying about that woman. Dude, it's made the first 2 months. Hold on, let me stop you. I left a few weeks back. I went to St. Louis for a week, and I went to Minneapolis for 2 weeks. So 20,000 is made in the first 2 months. I made $40,000 in 3 weeks. So what you want to talk numbers? I bet you can't put your bank account up. I bet you can't put your bank account up and that motherfucker even have a positive balance. See, you came at the wrong thing. And that's why I'm telling y'all, you think you know me, but you really don't. And by the way, because you're constantly communicating, hold on. Let me show you this so I'm gonna make a phone call for y'all because I like to play the game. Hold on a second. I'm gonna put it on speakerphone.
Your call has been forwarded to an automatic voice message system.
Let me show you how we play this.
1-687-5015 is not available. At the tone, please record your message. When you have finished recording, you may hang up or press 1 for more options.
Say, Chuck, it's Monroe. Give me a call. I got an IP address I need you to run. And then once you find out what you need to find out, I need you to pull a file on it. And then I'm going to send him some company. We need to have a talk with him in person. Holla at me, Chuck. Hold on a second. Let me make sure.
If you are satisfied with your message, press 1 to listen to your message. Press 2 to erase and re-record. You have pressed an incorrect key. If you are set to send your message with normal delivery, press 1. To thank you, your message has been sent.
You sure you want to bark up this tree? You sure you want to bark up this tree? Man, when you got state senators that don't bark up this tree, it's a reason why. So I tell you what, we're going to run your IP address. You can't run no matter what you do at this point, you can't run now. We're going to run your IP address. Then we're going to pull a file on you. I'll show you what the file look like once we pull it. And then I'm going to tell you what color them panties is you got on. Maybe you need to learn how to stop fucking around with the wrong people, bro. Got anything else you want to say? Oh, and by the way, I'll come on live. I'll come live and sit in front of my computer while you have an intimate conversation about 5-star with some of my closest friends. Don't bark up this tree. This ain't what you want. Don't bark up this tree. So the thing is when it's all said and done, y'all, Hypocritical should have never done that. I'm not going to call him. I'm going to call him Gerald Evans. He shouldn't have done that. But the people that were sending me the information, I can't expose something that's not true. I'm only going to expose what is true. And by the way, whoever Chris Campbell is, I'll expose him to. Or I'll expose her to. You know what's so crazy about what I do? Is people have a problem with me exposing grown people who are messing over children. People have a problem with me exposing grown people who are using children for their own financial gain. And you want to come at me, you want to come after me, but dog, I let a lot of y'all make it. Honestly, I let a lot of y'all make it, bro. Because you know what? You ain't even built to handle what's going to come down this pike. And I want to go back because I want to put it up because I want those comments to be there. I want it to be there. You put out information on a friend of mine that was inaccurate. You went after a HISD principal, and because she worked with that principal, you went after a black queen. You attacked the Hispanic female principal at Fonville. And then you come back and you say, yeah, this whole conversation has changed. Let me find it. Glad to know that we will be suing you for having spared student information. What's wrong? You don't know where the courthouse at? What's wrong? You ain't got nothing to say no more? Nah, the shit got real, huh? This shit got real fast. You sure you want to play this game? You sure you want to ride this way? I wake up in the morning destroying people. I wake up every single day fighting for what's right. And there's always somebody out there that has a problem with what I do. There is no love for children anymore. There is no satisfaction in knowing that they could grow up and be anything that they want. What you want is you want those black children. Now, since you're Latino, seems like it, worry about your own people then. But you want those black children to be identified in the 3rd grade for prison beds. You want those black children not to get a quality education so that they could go to jail. And anybody that has a problem with what I do, you're the problem. You are the problem, not Gary Monroe, not me. So any one of y'all out there that want to come for me, just know one thing. Be careful what you wish for. Because if you come for me, I'm going to come for you. And I work for myself. You work for them people. So when I destroy your career, don't get upset. What's wrong, Chris? You gone? You ain't got nothing else to say? A sucker, man. Anybody like him is a sucker, man. You come on here, oh, you broke. Bitch, I got 5 bank accounts. I showed you the lunch money bank account. Stop playing the game, man. Go find you somebody else to play with. But when you play stupid games, you get stupid prizes. And a whole bunch of people have gone down in 13 years. We're in year 13 now. Because they thought I was a joke. They've gone down. And your worst nightmare is the fact that I'm 23 hours away from my degree. And I can go straight to law school. And I want to be a prosecutor because I want to come after every last one of you crooks. Every last one of y'all that's out here doing what you're doing. And you think you're winning because you ain't got caught. Oh, it's something coming down the pike in the next week or 2. But that ain't the big stuff I'm working on. That's just something I touched on. And now it's going to be dealt with. So any one of y'all out there that seem to have a problem with me, and you know what's so amazing? It ain't the white folk that got a problem with me. It's you old half-baked, broke-down Negroes that got a problem with me. But the best thing that you could do is continue to hide behind your computer and play the game the way that you play it. But know one thing. If I want you to come from behind that computer, I have the power to do that. I have the power to do it. And the information that I would be sitting on, you don't have that same information on me. You don't know anything about me except for what you see on here every single night. But I will tell you something. I'm the monster that your mama used to tell you about. You know, the one you used to be afraid of when you went to sleep at night, that monster that was in that closet. I'm him. But I'm the type of monster. I ain't trying to pull a Jason or a Freddy. I beat you up with documentation. I beat you up with case law. And I understand some people have a problem with the fact that I can take bubble baths at 1 o'clock in the afternoon. And I can do that 365 days a year and never break a sweat. When the pandemic happened, I never got a PPP loan. I never got rental assistance. Give that to the people who need it. I didn't ask anybody for nothing. Not one bill got behind. So that's the one thing that I dispelled years ago. Oh, he's broke. Who told you that? First it was he's not educated. Who told you that? I walk circles around your school district attorneys every single day. See, what you ain't got here, I'm not Sam Smith. Go play in traffic before you come playing with me, dog. I am the truth. I am the truth. I'm not these other people, man. So anybody that has a problem with me, let me know. Let's drink some coffee and talk about it. And you don't get to tell me when we drink coffee. I get to tell you. Man, this man talk a lot. I've always been that dude that ran his mouth. And I back up everything that I say. That's what they do, man. They mad. They mad, Curtis. They upset. See, because it doesn't matter if you got $1 million in the bank. If you suck at ass to get it, you ain't on my level. And I mean that. You're not on my level. And I'm no better than anybody else. No better than anybody else. But if you want to run in traffic and play with me, then bring it. But when you bring it, you better know one thing. Once I turn it on, I ain't turning it off. And ever since I said what I said about that IP address, you ain't had nothing else to say. You probably gone now. But you can't hide, because once you come into the internet world, you're here forever. And I can find you. I can find you. So all this, oh, we're going to sue him. Sue me. I don't give a damn. You can sue all you want. Your first problem, where you going to send the subpoena? I don't catch feelings, I catch flights. And guess what? I don't run from subpoenas either. Come on. Bring it. Bring it. I'm going to tell you where this come from if y'all just tuning in. There was a principal removed from a school earlier this week. And they're upset because their little friend got moved because they were over there changing grades. You were changing grades. Your test scores right now are better than before the pandemic. It's not possible. You cheated on multiple STAR tests in multiple schools. And if y'all notice, I've been quiet on the school system for a minute because I'm working on something big. So if you upset because your little Latino gay principal friend got removed, don't violate the law and it wouldn't happen. I removed your principal. I told y'all about the kid Julian Rhymes over at Worthing High School that was intimidating teachers and stealing time. Guess what? They walked him out the building this week too. Because once I lock on you, I ain't letting you go. So go over there and deal with Sam. My good friend Sam, he does great work. See if Sam can file a grievance on your behalf. But messing with me, you lose everything. You lose it all, bro. Because that's the way I'm going to play. You're taking the life from these children. You're taking the life from these children. And the principal he brought up from Farmville, y'all, this woman came in a court of law when I sued the district and said that she was in fear of her life. When I said what I said, first of all, this woman wasn't even at the meeting. She wasn't even at the board meeting where I spoke about her. So how could you be in fear? And then you were in fear, but yet your school had multiple police officers around it the day after I spoke at the board meeting. More than the average. You think I don't know what y'all doing in the school system right now? You think I don't see what you're doing in some of these schools that have African-American and white principals? You don't see us? You think we don't know that you're removing them people and you putting Latinos that are not qualified in those positions? You think I don't know? But it's deeper than that, y'all. I just can't say it right now. You think I don't know? Yes, I do. I know. And this is all I'm going to say. The Houston Endowment. Be careful what you wish for. Y'all Google the Houston Endowment. Hold on a second. Yeah, I need to pull the IP addresses, and then once we figure out the IP address, then we'll pull a file on them.
Okay, yeah. See if they'll message somebody, and then it's you might be able to find their IP address once they message you, because you can look and see where that message came from, what IP address it came from.
All right, my friend, I owe you lunch for this one.
No problem.
All right.
You got it, brother. Bye-bye.
You sure you want to bark up this tree? You sure you want to bark? You think that you can hide from me? You can't hide from the boogeyman. No, can't hide from me. If I want to see you, I'm going to see you. So y'all, if you want to tune in to that foolishness tonight, tune into it. Kokia didn't scam anybody. She's actually straight. So with that being said, what I really want you guys to do is have a very, very safe holiday. Make sure you stay hydrated if it's overheated. Make sure the kids are, especially with the fireworks, they're doing it the right way. Don't light it with lighters. Don't get you the little, the little stems or whatever them things are called. Make sure they practice, safety when they're out dealing with the fireworks. You guys make sure that you make it through these holidays so we can come back after the holidays and I can continue putting my foot square up these people's asses. And that's what it is. Thank you for giving me an opportunity to speak to you on a nightly basis. And some nights we go a little left, but it's cool. Who cares? because sometimes the truth just has to be spoken. And any one of you suckers from HISD that want to step in my lane, then trust me. Trust me. It ain't gonna go the way you think. Until next week, I'll holler at y'all good people.